We want to shift our attention right now to Carol Browner, former head of the EPA and environmental advisor to the Obama White House. Good morning, Ms. Browner.
Good morning.
Talk to us a little bit about this anomaly. Can you explain what Thad Allen is so concerned about below this blowout protector?
Well, there are three issues that have raised concern. Again, we all want to see this well closed, and that's why the monitoring is going to be so important. But the three issues we've asked for more information on: one involves a seep about 3 kilometers from the well site. Another involves these bubbles, which you just showed in your pictures. And the third is one of our own boats, the NOAA Pisces boat, detected some anomalies at the top of the sea above the wellhead. So all of those will be investigated, and they will continue to monitor and make that information available to us, and we will continue to analyze. And if we can leave the cap in place, obviously we'll leave the cap in place.
Do you feel like you're getting sufficient information from BP? Do you feel basically, are they trustworthy enough to be able to rely on them for them to let you know whether or not the seepage that you're finding or concerned about is enough to shut it down or not?
Well, the incident commander, Admiral Allen, has been very, very clear. There was a directive issued last night in terms of what is the information we need, what is the monitoring we need, seismic, ROVs, etc. If we don't get those, then we're going to have a problem. My understanding this morning is that BP will comply with all of our requests.
One of the things that people talk about down here is that if they do take the cap off, you'll be able to measure once and for all how much oil has really come out of this blowout, and that means dollars and cents, because for every barrel that has come out, BP has to pay for it. There's some concern down here that BP wants to keep the cap on because that way no one will ever know how much the real amount of oil is that escaped.
We will use all means necessary to determine how much oil has escaped, and to use all legal tools available to us to ensure that BP is held accountable and all appropriate fines are paid. But in the meantime, we want to make sure that if this cap is functioning properly, in the event it isn't and it has to be reopened, people need to remember there are vessels that can move in to contain the leaking oil. We've asked BP for a new plan on how quickly they can execute on those vessels, but we're going to be watching this very, very closely, as we have been from the beginning.
Sport fishing has opened in South Louisiana. Is there any move afoot to at least think about opening commercial fishing in the Gulf Coast again?
Well, the part of the government that looks at those issues looks at them on a daily basis. At this point, as of this morning, there was no decision to change those closures. But obviously, if they think it's safe, we want to see people back out on the water. We'll make that decision.
Carol Browner, we thank you so much for your time this morning. Do appreciate it. We're going to have a lot more from the Gulf Coast here in a little while. As we said, sport fishing has opened up again. There are actually some guys down here at the marina who are getting ready to go out and take paying customers fishing down here. That hasn't happened in almost 3 months. We'll have a report on that in our next hour.